Hello, CWI Business Faculty. In this video, I am going to walk you through how to create new SLO and PLO columns as well as edit them as necessary. So the first thing you want to do is go into our Business Department Blackboard site. And what we need to do is get the assignment sheet that's going to show you which columns you need to have and which assignments should basically be in there. So we're going to go over to Course Resources and then Course Alignments. And then this first folder is the SLO and PLO alignments. Now at the top of the page, these are the Google Forms that you are going to fill out when you have your grades complete. And so these forms take the place of the OA matrices that we were filling out before. So once you're all done, you're going to come back here and do that. Now, down below, I have a couple of things here. In this folder, we'll find all of the Excel documents. We'll go there in just a second. And then also here are the alignment instructions that walk you step by step what you need to do as well, so you can reference that. So in here, in the alignment documents, you want to go in there and find the Excel sheet that goes with your class. Now, if you're having a problem with any of these loading, and some of them were, just like you can see a couple of them down here are on this computer I'm on right now, just click the link down below and then it should open. You may have to click a couple different links, but then they should open okay. And one of the things we did, let me go to, oh, here's 208. So, for instance, if you look at 208, oh, I'm not actually in the Excel. If I go down here. Some of these are highlighted in orange, and so what we did when we were looking at the assignments that align to the student learning outcomes specific for the course and the programmatic learning outcomes, if the assignment came from your online component, so if it came from Connect or MyLab, we highlighted these in orange. Any of these other assignments, when you copy over your columns in the gradebook, these will copy over as well. But the ones in orange, I have to remember every semester that I have to add those back into the column. So that should help from semester to semester as we add these. Now, these are basically a guideline that the full-time faculty put together for you. It doesn't have to be exact. So as you look at these SLOs, if you have an assignment that other people on campus aren't using and you want included in there, that's fine. This is just kind of a baseline to make sure we're kind of all basically on the same page. So you're going to go ahead and pull up this document, and I don't think I actually have it open, so I'm going to open it up. And so you might have to do this if you can't see it. That would be how you would be able to access it. All right, so now I have this open. Now I'm going to go back over here. So now I'm going to go to my class. Into Business Statistics, and I'm going to go down to my gradebook. And so what you need to do, so here's my SLO and PLO columns. You need to go through the Excel document. Oh, I forgot it's on my, sorry about that. You need to go through your Excel document and make sure that all of these are in there. So that in my case, I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SLO columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, all of these PLO columns, okay? So you're going to make sure over here in the Grade Center that these SLO columns match. Now, if you're missing one, you can easily add one. All you need to do is go to create a calculated column and then go to average column. Now, over here at the top, if it's an SLO, you're going to do SLO 01-01, whatever it is, and then you might put, so in my case, my first one is communicate concepts to variety of audiences, and so you'll put like communication. And then down below here, what I would do is copy in what's actually here. So I'm going to do copy and do SLO 01, and then copy in that information. So it's all there, except that this is being super weird. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, you just want to make sure that it's in there, so if you need to look at it, you have the full description. Then you're going to go down to the very bottom, and you're going to make all of these no, and then you're going to select grade columns and categories. And so at this point, if you're creating it, you might as well put your assignments in there at the same time. So you would grab the different assignments that you wanted to go there. And normal buttons work. So if you do Shift, it's going to highlight a bunch of things in a row, or you can hit Control and highlight a bunch of things. And then you would move them over, and then once you're done, you're going to hit Save. Now, I'm not actually going to save this one because I don't need it. So if you're like me and your columns did come over, but I know that for this SLO 2-3, I need to move my Chapter 19 homework in, I'm going to go find my SLO 2-3, and you can see there's nothing in there because those links break between our online component every time we copy a course over. I'm going to go to Edit Column Information. All of that's okay. And then I'm going to, just like I was a second ago, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to go to my Chapter 19, Homework and Learn Smart, and I'm going to move those over there, and then I'm going to hit Submit. And now you can see in SLO 2-3, now my columns have calculated for all of my different students. And once again, we are looking for 70% or more completion for a student to successfully meet that criteria. I've created another video on how to download your gradebook and be able to count really easily, so you can take a look at that if you don't know how to do that. Once your grades are fully done and your columns are completely updated with the correct assignments in there, you'll then go back to where we were before, to where those Google Forms were. So we're going to go back to Business Department, Course Resources, Course Alignment, and SLOs. And then at that point, I can go in here to my 208 class, whichever form it is that you need to open. And I don't know why it does that every time. And then I can go ahead and fill this out. So I'm going to put in my name, that it's Fall 2019. That class was an in-person class, and it was 001. I'm then going to put in my grade distribution. So you should be able to get that from your export in your Excel file as well. So you put in all of your grades, and then you keep going. So you've got your learning outcomes. These are all the SLOs. And all you're putting in here is a number. So I'm saying that 17 students completed SLO 1. That's all I need to do is put in that number for all of these. And then I have my programmatic learning outcomes there at the end. At the very bottom of the form, there is a place for you to leave comments. So if something happened in class or an assignment was weird, or I don't know, there could be a variety of things that could have happened that might make a particular SLO or PLO seem strange. You can go ahead and leave those comments for me there. That way we can take a look at it when we're reviewing the data. And I think that's all you need to know. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm happy to help you out in any way that I can. Thanks.